I'm from a huge family. I think everyone knows that. And conflicts are inevitable, especially among family members. However, it is important that they are dealt with effectively so you can develop a strong relationship with each other. Not certain that we did that. But to tell us more about this is John Bassey, Chairman of the Dispute Resolution Foundation. Sir John, morning. Welcome to Smile Jamaica. Great to see you, sir. How are you?
Good. Thank you very much for having me this morning.
How busy are you at the Dispute Resolution Foundation before we get specific into this interview?
Um, we are extremely busy if you consider all things that are taking place in our society. From the backlog of cases in the courts, to the issues that are taking place in the communities, to the issues with schools and children due to the pandemic, we find ourselves in strange times, strange places, but extremely busy.
Yeah.
And of course, this has been going on for years.
Yeah. They come to you, you find out what's going on, and you send out folks. How does this work?
Well, it's really a combination of both. People may well find themselves on our doorsteps, knowing of us, knowing of the work that we do in the inner cities, also at schools, and of course in the courts. But of course, we are also the referral agency for the court, so they will find their way to us through the Supreme Court in any event. And of course, at the parish court level too, we do work there too. So it's a combination of both levels.
Yeah.
Plus, of course, we have an outreach region too. So we hear from quite a number of people.
Yeah. Dispute resolution is self-explanatory, but how do you work? How do you work? I have an argument with my brother or my mother. How does it work?
All right. Well, let's just step back a bit. When we talk about alternative dispute resolution, we're talking about a number of different techniques. It's not just one technique. We're looking at mediation, arbitration, conciliation, restorative justice, and of course, litigation. So although we speak of alternative dispute resolution, we're really talking about the appropriate dispute resolution in terms of what the dispute is all about. So say, for instance, in a community, there's a crime committed, somebody physically assaults somebody or something like that. You may well find that restorative justice might be the right tool for that because it brings all stakeholders together in a view to trying to resolve the harm that took place, because justice cannot just be left for the justice system. Then of course you may find mediation in a process whereby two parties are doing business, or a family matter where the courts really can adjudicate on it, but at the same point in time, you want some sort of level of justice and equitable result. And the parties come together and through their own facilitation, with a neutral third party, comes to make them own. So those are two of the main dispute resolution techniques. And of course, we do also have arbitration, which is similar to a court process, but a private court process. And conciliation, of course, you have conciliators who are facilitators, trained facilitators, that they have, like for instance, at the Ministry of Labour, who assist in issues of a particular nature.
Okay.
So,
where are you on the pecking order? Do they come to you before they go to the police, before they go to the priest, before they find other mentors? Where are you? How quickly do you get involved?
we get as quickly involved as we're brought into it. Ideally, we would like to be the first port of call. Of course, if it's not a crime. If it's a crime, the first port of call should be the police.
Yeah.
But we would like to be involved if at all, if our services can be utilized so that we can resolve and come to a resolution of some sort, even if it's a resolution on the way forward, how to deal with it. Because sometimes when these things are left to fester, you just don't know what's going to take place days, hours, or even minutes down the road.
Yeah. I started the interview by suggesting that I had some issues, not me, but my family had some issues. What are the stats family disputes?
Okay, family disputes are difficult, if you will, to quantify. We have quite a bit of success. What do I mean by that? I would probably say 40-50% we can see immediate results, okay? But the proof of the pudding is going down the road and ensuring that it's either resolved or they come to a resolution. You tend to find, like for instance in mediation, parties may come there, family members may come there and have not spoken for years on end over particular issues. And they may not leave the mediation with a particular resolution, but you may well find that a few weeks down the road, a couple of months down the road, as they head towards case management in court, they resolve it. Why? The issues have been aerated, they've been identified, they're starting to speak again. And although the mediation or the dispute resolution technique does not get the credit for it, it very much was the result of that technique. So I would say it's much higher than that. It's something that we started to follow now all the way through to the end, not just so we can get our credit, but just so that we can see exactly the effect it's having on the system, the positive effect it's having on our judicial system and our society.
Yeah, you said earlier that you would want to be the first port of call, but if it is something illegal, then it should go to the police. But when these things go to the police, do you get involved at all, or you leave that and move on?
No, it depends on the nature of it. Sometimes the police will call us in.
Okay.
You will find in certain rural areas that the police themselves have started to get sensitized to dispute resolution techniques. And they realize if Mass Joe up the road, cow is eating on Miss Sylvie's patch and eating out her tide, then really and truly it's not a criminal act as such, although there's provision in the law. It's something where they need someone to come in and facilitate a discussion. If they themselves can't do it, then they should have mediators within the area who are on call and can be called. If not, call the DRF. We'll assign somebody there to take care of it.
How are you found?
Pardon?
How are you found?
How are we? I'm not hearing you.
Now, how do we find the dispute resolution
How do you
office?
find it? Okay, great. We're at 1A Kingston, 1A West Avenue, Kingston Gardens. Our telephone number is 906-2456. We are at www.drf@drfja.org. And we are found also on a number of billboards around town, I'm told, Ministry of Justice, we're everywhere. Ask anybody about DRF. They'll point you in our direction.
All right, Sir John. Always good to see you. Stay safe, sir.
See you too, sir.
Yeah,
All
man.
the best. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. John Bassey, chairman of the Dispute Resolution Foundation. Still to come, folks. We get some morning bite ideas from the main course. And then Jamaica Motive shows off their hand lettering skills. But before all of that, the second edition of News in 5 comes up in just a little while. Stay with us, please. So cool.